If there could be a single thing that gives you value, no matter how bad you are at it would be your mother tongue, your native language. Let's think about it this way. There are a lot of people making a lot of money, having well paying jobs, or just generally speaking, living a very good life by teaching their mother tongue, actually being teachers of Spanish, of French, of English, whatever. And not only of these bigger, greater, more international languages, but I'm sure there are teachers, people who teach Romanian, that teach Slovak, Slovenian, languages like this, who are also extremely happy doing it and that have a good life because of it. Isn't that absolutely insane? Because that knowledge, I'm not saying they don't have any merit, that there isn't any merit in teaching your native language, because of course you need teaching skills, you need a lot of skill in order to actually make your language interesting. You basically need to sell your language as if it were a product. But the knowledge itself, the grammar, no, the vocabulary, all of that, you basically got it out of the womb. Directly out of the womb. You were born and you were basically programmed to know that, and later in your life, you took that knowledge and sold it. That's absolutely insane. You are filled to the brim with value because of something that is just innate. Of course, you need to know how to teach, you need to know the grammar, you need to know how to teach the grammar, you need to know how to teach the vocabulary, the conjugations, whatever, the kanji, the Chinese characters, things like that. But the base of it, the language, you got it out of the womb. You didn't actually go through something, you didn't actually go through treacherous paths in order to get that information that you need now in order to live a happy life. And this is not only the case when it comes to, I don't know, how can I say this? With the teaching, with higher education. This is something that gives you value no matter your occupation and no matter your interests. Let's say, for example, you're a Romanian or you're a Slovenian, whatever. You come from a smaller country and you know one of the smaller languages, smaller in terms of number of native speakers and speakers in general. L1, L2, language 1, language 2, whatever, that combined. Just by knowing that language, you're somebody to an American or an English person. And English people are English people, United States people, estadounidenses, how, like we say it in Spanish. I just said it with an American accent, I don't know. People from the United States, if you're English, you are impressive, you are somebody just by knowing English, because it's an international language. It is something that people pay thousands of dollars in order to learn. Would that people would sell their many years of their life for in order to actually speak it at a decent level. It is something crucial, and you got it basically as a spawn point feature, to use a video game analogy. That is amazing. I don't need to explain why that is amazing. Your native language gives you value no matter what you are, whether or not you're a teacher, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a student, whether you're a doctor or whatever. Each time you go traveling, people will ask you, "Hey, you speak Slovenian, right? Hey, you speak Romanian, right? Hey, you speak I don't know what language." And that's going to be a boatload of fun. And people are going to respect you for it, even though you haven't actually put in that much effort in order to speak that language. Of course, you need to present yourself with more things to the world, not just I speak this language as my mother tongue. Wow, compliment me now. And some people won't be impressed by it, that's for sure. But just think about it. Your language, just knowing your language, whatever it might be, gives you value. It gives you, who I'm talking to right now, something to be proud of. That is why language is such a big part of national identity, because it defines you a bit as a person. Of course, you can't like actually judge a person only by the number of their native tongue, their mother tongue, their native language, but there is something about it that kind of defines greater character, the person itself. And for good reason, because language does change your perception of the world. Actually, getting a bit off track now. It does make you a different person. A Spanish person is different from a Romanian person because of a lot of different reasons. One of them, a major one, being that Spanish is different from Romanian, even though they're both Romance languages. Even though Romanian has Slavic influences and stuff like that. What I'm trying to say, I need to get back on my point. What was I trying to say? Your language, whatever it may be, gives you value. I'm going to reiterate this point in order to actually cram it into your brain, actually make it a point that you keep recalling. Whatever you know, whatever your mother language is, it can be spoken by 2,000 people, 2 people, doesn't matter. It is still something that makes you unique. When you not knowing a language and knowing a language, the person who speaks 3 languages and the person who speaks 4 languages are very different when it comes to human quality, whatever you think that is. Not knowing Romanian, a person that knows Romanian is very different from a person that doesn't know Romanian, because the person that can speak Romanian has a lot more opportunities, and the person that doesn't, yeah, of course, maybe they're not going to suffer as much because of it, but hey, they still don't know Romanian and that person does know Romanian. It's still an advantage. And nobody can take it away from you. That is the most important thing. Yeah, one of the saddest things that can happen to a human being is forgetting their mother tongue. That's a true tragedy, in my opinion, because you do kind of lose a bit of yourself and a bit of your innate inherited value. So, the next time you feel proud, or the next time you don't feel proud about speaking your native language, whatever it may be, remember that it is one of the things that not only defines you, but actually makes you a more valuable human being. Because no matter what it is, there are people that don't know it, people who are trying to learn it. And hey, if you're bilingual and know English, now you can translate from your native language to English if your native language isn't English, and now you're kind of a translator and it's really, really cool. Yeah, you get the idea. Your language makes you valuable. So, as I said in my accent video, a video that did very well, and I'm very proud of it, never be ashamed of it, never hide it, never think that you're inferior to another person because their native language is more popular. No, but you shouldn't be jealous of English people or people from the United States if you're a Slovenian, just because their language is 500 times more popular than yours. You're probably more unique, even. And of course, don't be jealous of Slovenians if you're English, because both of them have innate qualities, innate qualities that can't be taken away from them. Whatever your mother language is, speak it, see it as a part of yourself, and be aware that it is something that gives you a lot of value. That there is somebody that admires you only because you speak it. For speaking, and maybe not only because, but for speaking it, no matter what it is. I'll see you later.